Welcome to Channel 8 News, the Ocho. I'm Katie Sawyer.
And I'm Jim Shorts.
We come to you live reporting breaking news of an epidemic sweeping African Americans in the state of Mississippi that you may not know of. Tell us more about it, Jim.
Thank you, I will. This epidemic is type 2 diabetes. What is that, you ask? It is an adult onset chronic condition that affects the way your body metabolizes sugar, which is used for energy. The body resists the production of the hormone insulin, which regulates the movement of sugar in the bloodstream to the tissue in your body. Decreased insulin levels leads to higher blood sugar, known as hyperglycemia. Katie, what puts someone at risk for type 2 diabetes?
Glad you asked, Jim. Diabetes, or the sugar, commonly referred to as in Mississippi, has multiple risk factors associated with the condition. Obesity, inactivity, family history, race, age, prediabetes, gestational diabetes, and polycystic ovary syndrome are just a few that will put you at risk for the sugar. 14.9% of African Americans in the state of Mississippi have type 2 diabetes, which is the highest among all ethnicities in the state. So Jim, how do people know if they have type 2 diabetes?
High-risk populations in Mississippi, especially the African American population, since this ethnicity is at the highest risk, should get their blood glucose levels checked with a physician. Blood sugar levels should be around 70 to 100 milligrams per deciliter of sugar in the blood. Prediabetes is considered from 100 to 125 milligrams per deciliter of sugar in the blood, and diabetes is considered greater than 126 milligrams per deciliter of sugar in the blood. If someone has experienced symptoms such as increased hunger and thirst, frequent urination, blurred vision, fatigue, slow healing sores, and frequent infections, one should consult their physician. Another number to remember is 6.5%. 6.5? Why do you want to remember that number, you ask? Well, okay, I'll tell you. The A1C test, which is a test measuring blood sugar from the previous 3 months, should have a number less than 6.5% to be considered diabetes-free.
Wow, it just goes to show it may not pay to be so sweet, should it, Jim?
Absolutely right, Katie.
To learn more about the prevalence of type 2 diabetes in African Americans in the state of Mississippi, we'll send it over to April with the weather.
I'm April Showers with Channel 8 News, the Ocho. And as y'all can tell, the numbers are high then low then high. Kind of like an uncontrolled diabetic's blood sugar. For today's forecast, I'm going to talk to you about the prevalence of diabetes in Mississippi. And as you can see, the sugar percentages in the different public health districts are skyrocketing. We have the Delta at a whopping 15%, and the coast following at a 14.7%. And you'll be surprised to know that Jackson is only 10.1. And y'all might not be surprised to know that the Delta has the highest population of African American individuals. So as Mississippians, what do you need to know? There is a huge problem with health disparity and mortality rates today. As you can see, the 2012 Mississippi Vital Statistics brought to you the Mississippi diabetes mortality rates. And right here, as you can see, the Mississippi average is 32.2 people per 100,000 deaths, as the national average is lower at 23.7 people. Comparing the people in Mississippi, we have Caucasians at 22 people per 100,000 deaths, and a whopping 58.8 for African American deaths. So, Jim and Katie, what can we do to get these numbers down?
Thank you for those great statistics, April. We here at Channel 8 News, the Ocho, have developed a 3-step program called The Formula to help you manage your type 2 diabetes. For us at the Ocho to fully explain our 3-step program, we're going to send you over to sports with Chip McNamara.
Hey folks, this is Chip McNamara. When it comes to managing your diabetes, there's 2 types of physical activity that are most important: aerobic exercise and strength training. When looking at the aerobic exercise, the American Diabetes Association recommends achieving 30 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity at least 5 days a week, or for a total of 150 minutes in a week's time. If you have a busy schedule and you're not able to achieve 150 minutes in a week, what you can do is break it up into 10-minute balance throughout your day, throughout your week, so that at the end of that week you can achieve a total of 150 minutes. Now, aerobic exercise can be anything. It can be bicycling, it can be jogging, it can be running, it can be swimming, and it can even be playing a sport, like basketball over here. I have my all-stars playing a game of basketball. The great thing about playing a sport like basketball is it's good, healthy exercise, you're playing with friends, you're eating healthy, you're supporting each other. And the great thing about it all is it doesn't feel like you're actually exercising, even though you are being physically fit. All right, folks, now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Chip, what if I can't play basketball? What else can I do? Let me show you. All right, folks, so let's just say you can't play a sport, but you do have a gym membership. Try strength training. It's a good way to build strong bones, and it helps manage your weight, which is an important goal when it comes to managing your type 2 diabetes. When it comes to strength training, the American Diabetes Association recommends a minimum of 2 times per week, allowing yourself 24 to 48 hours before you work out the same muscle group again. When it comes to strength training, it can be anything. It can be machines, free weights, it can be resistance bands, or you can even use your own body weight, like doing sit-ups and push-ups. So when it comes to choosing how many reps and how many sets you do, you want to start off slow and slowly progress as you become a little stronger, a little bit more confident in your workout. What they recommend is that you start out just doing 1 set, doing 8 to 10 repetitions first, allowing your muscles to fail in that rep range. As you get a little stronger, you can incorporate more sets, 2 to 3, and you can go up to 10, 8, and 15 repetitions within your workout. All right, folks. Now, before you start playing a sport, or before you try strength training, you want to make sure that you stretch before and after. Stretching is good for you. Keeps your joints flexible, prevents stiffness, and can help reduce the chance of injury while you're either working out or playing a sport. Try gentle stretching at first for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Some of the recommendations are, what you want to do is you want to relax while you're stretching. You want to hold it for about 5 to 15 seconds, and you want to stretch to a mild tension. Some don'ts are, don't bounce while you're stretching. Don't hold your breath, and then try not to push to the point that you're straining or a joint hurts. All right, folks, so we gave you some tips on some things that you can do to help manage your type 2 diabetes. And if you have any more questions, please consult your local healthcare provider for more information. Now back to you, Jimmy Katie.
Wow, that sure put me in the mood to step up my game. Now off to help with Dr. John Doe.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Doe, and today I want to talk to you about how to monitor and treat your type 2 diabetes. To start, there are a couple of ways that you can monitor your blood glucose. The first way is A1C. This test monitors your blood glucose over a 3-month period and is suggested for diabetics to have this test performed 2 times a year. For this test, the goal percentage is 7% or lower. The other way is using a glucometer to measure your blood glucose. Before you eat a meal, your glucose should be between 70 and 130, and after you eat a meal, your blood glucose should be below 180. As far as treatments go, you can talk to your doctor about taking prescription drugs such as metformin or having insulin injections, but the best way to treat your type 2 diabetes is through lifestyle changes such as what Coach Chip talked about earlier in this segment. Back to Katie and Jim in the studio.
Thanks, Dr. John. I finally know how to treat the sugar. With our last step of the formula, off to lifestyles with Chef Wilford McStuffins.
Hello, my Mississippians. I am Chef Wilford McStuffins from Channel 8 News, the Ocho, and I'm here to talk to you about your plate sizes, and I'm not cooking today for all of you who are disappointed. I know you are looking forward to me making some M&M's, pies, and some Kit Kat sandwiches, but today we're going to talk about what you should and should not eat. And you shouldn't have these on when you're actually trying to eat because you can't grab anything. So, first, I want to start with the plate size. This is not the plate size. This is not the plate size. You have to go buy a plate that's 7 inches. Get a ruler. I'm not sure if I could tell you the exact ideal of how it looks, but this is what it should not look like. So let's talk about some choices. For all of you all who are getting ready for the holidays, you want to have that good stuffing. You want to look like you want to eat some s'mores, you know, grandmother's caramel cake. No, don't do that. Make sure that you think about your options. So let's talk about a nice plate to have for your holiday meal. Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever you want to call it. You would have to have the fruits, the vegetables, the whole grains, and then the protein. So with your fruits, for all of you who are unsure, Snickers is not a fruit. Apples, oranges, not too much, just enough. If you get a banana, it's really, really sugary, do half. Vegetables, anything that's green is pretty safe for a vegetable. Not a green Skittle, not a caramel bar that covers the icy looking sucker that says green apple candy. No. I truly mean something green. Broccoli, beans, carrots. Oh, that's orange, but you get what I'm saying. Now for your vegetables, I just talked about those. We're gonna go to the actual protein that goes with them. You can do, what you wanna do? Let me see. I like fish, you know. I like chicken. I like turkey. Chitlins, no. Just a little bit too much pork there. Not too much lean. Let's think about my steaks. 7 ounces. I don't know how big that is. I want to say fist size. Fist size, I think fist size to do it. And you can do a couple of things like turkey, bacon. I won't do it for lunch, I'll do it for breakfast, but you get where I'm going. So let's talk about your dairy also. And we're gonna talk about your starch. With your dairy, cheese, Domino sizes, you know, 1 or 2 of those. With your actual milk, cup, skim, none fat. Don't want anything too, you know, creamy to kind of make it spread a little bit, because that'll increase your risk factors for developing diabetes later on. Now, with the last part of that is your starchy vegetables. The reason I save that for last is because people tend to get those mixed up with your vegetables. Now, when you're at your actual holiday dinner, you see some potato salad and you see some corn salsa, those are not your vegetables. Those are your starches and your whole grains. That's where that goes. So if you get a piece of bread, you can't have potatoes and your corn salsa. Now, I know you all are looking at my pink apron and wondering why I chose this color. But the reason I chose the pink apron, because I want you to remember that Wilfred McStuffins gave you the best ideas on what to eat and what not to eat for the holidays. So for all of you who are going to the store for the pound or 2 pound bag of M&Ms, let's try to bring that back down and get the packet of M&Ms. They cost 89 cents and not the $5 bag because it's a great value buy. No. So with that being said, I'm going to send it back to Jim and Katie.
Thank you for all that fantastic information. That wraps up our 3-step program called The Formula. If you have any questions about our 3-step program or diabetes, feel free to contact us here at Channel 8 News, The Ocho. For all of us here at Channel 8 News, I'm Katie Sawyer.
And I'm Jim Shorts.
Thank you for watching, and stay healthy, Mississippi.